This is the problem when you're recording in a house with other people and the furnace is on. And you want to turn the furnace off so your video can have good sound quality, but you don't want to make other people cold. So we're going to keep it moving anyway. So I'm going to show you how I make my brown rice. This is literally a recipe I got off YouTube, off Tasty. People who eat my brown rice love it, and a lot of people do not know how to cook brown rice because it's a science with that brown rice. If you do not follow the rules, it will come out crunchy as rocks. Okay, so the first thing I do for my brown rice is I turn my eye up to full heat. Let me just kind of see. See, I thought I cleaned the stove up before I got here. We back. All right, so this is how I make my brown rice. I get my up on high heat, and I'm gonna let that just get hot for just a minute. We're gonna sit there and let that get warm. In the meantime, I'll show you my ingredients. I got my rice, I got some olive oil, I got some minced garlic, I got some salt, of course, my water, and boy, that's just the same minced garlic because that was in right there. I don't really measure the garlic. I kind of do it by eye. To me, garlic is a seasoning. If something that's garlicky or need a hint of garlic, that middle range garlic don't work for me. It's a garlicky dish, or it's got a hint of garlic with some salt, make it perfect. So that's what I like. So as our thing getting warm, I can feel some heat. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take my olive oil and pour that in there. That's good, just like that. And I'm just gonna let that keep getting hot. I want that to get good and hot. I can already smell it. Once you can smell it, it's getting hot. Okay. Hey Siri, set a timer for 30 seconds.
30 seconds. Counting down.
All right, so she counting down. I'm gonna throw my garlic in there. Ooh, it's popping. I wanted to get on my phone. let that garlic cook up in there. Get that aromatic. That's called your aromatic. You can use onions. You can use. So you can use garlic, you can use shallot. So that's getting a little brown, and there's the 30 seconds. Hey Siri, stop. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take our rice and we're gonna pour it right in there. Now this is called toasting our rice. Hey Siri, set a timer for 1 minute. Oh, I need to get a utensil, hold on. So we're gonna try to coat as much of this rice in the oil as we can. And we're gonna literally toast that rice. That's gonna really help give it some flavor. And you still got that heat up high. So you can kind of see how it's sticking together now because it's got the oil all in there. So now I'm just gonna spread it out. I'm gonna spread it out at that heat. Kind of cook it in. Now this is just 1 cup of rice. So boom. While we're doing that, we're gonna start getting our water ready. For your brown rice, you actually don't do the regular combo. You do 1 cup of rice, 1 3/4 cups of water, okay? So I got my water right here, you can't see it. All right, our 1 minute is up. I keep accidentally pressing the stop button. So evidently I ain't been recording. Now this is something I always forget to do. I always forget to season. I don't know why, but I always forget. Throw some salt in there. And that's it. That's really how I make my brown rice, y'all. We're gonna let this come up to a boil. Once this is boiling, I'm gonna turn it down to a simmer, cover it, and here is the trick with your brown rice. This is where y'all mess up. You never take the lid off. Never, ever take the lid off. You're gonna let it cook for 45 minutes. And then you're gonna turn the heat off and leave the lid on for another 10 minutes, so a total of 55 minutes, okay? Hey Siri, set a timer for 45 minutes. Hey Siri, set a rice done timer for 55 minutes. Boom, we ready to go. I did want to tell y'all too, you can substitute some of your water for like a veggie stock or a chicken stock, beef stock, or even white wine. I've done all of those. The white wine had the best taste, but for both combinations, I think the extra ingredients give the rice kind of a sticky consistency that I really don't like. And when I get it just right with this water, the rice is fluffy, it's not very sticky, and that's what I love. So I stick to the water. Okay, so now we're gonna get into making some tea, because tea is another thing that y'all is messing up and you don't even realize you're messing up. So first thing is you need to boil you some water, some fresh water every day. Don't leave no water in your kettle, just add into it daily. You need to boil fresh water every day. So I'm gonna start that right now. Okay, second, do not be microwaving your water. First off, you're not getting it hot enough. It's not heating equally throughout, and you can actually have water explode in the microwave. And that's very dangerous. So get you a kettle and boil your water. So our water is coming up to a boil. So this is the first thing we're gonna do. After I turn this off, I'm gonna take this lid off and I'm gonna let that sit and rest for about a minute just to bring the water temperature down just a little bit. Now, this is an optional step with your black and your herbal teas, but if you're making a white or a green tea, you must let your water temperature come down, because you cannot cook a green tea in boiling water or it will burn and it's nasty, and you don't even know it's nasty because you drink like that all the time and you think that's the way it's supposed to taste. It's not supposed to taste that way. Okay, so then we're gonna measure out our tea. I'm using a loose leaf tea. We need 1 teaspoon for every cup. I'm doing 2 cups today, okay? And I got this perfect measurer from T-Vine back in the day when they used to be open. I don't have a tripod, I gotta set the phone down. I'm recording, you gotta be quiet. I'm just gonna simply pour the water over it. Put the lid back on because you don't want it to fall out. And you're gonna pour this water right over the lid. This is how you have to do it when you gotta hold the phone with one of your hands because you don't got no tripod and you don't know what you're going up. Boom. Hey Siri, set a timer for 3 minutes. So this is another thing y'all need to know about your tea. Different teas have different steep times. If you're doing an herbal tea, you're looking at 5 to 7 minutes. Black tea, 3 to 5 minutes. A white tea, green tea, you're looking at 1 to 3 minutes. Probably you really want to go 2 minutes max on a green tea. Also, do not leave your tea bag in your cup while you're drinking the tea. You are burning and scorching your tea and messing up the flavor. It don't supposed to taste like that. Once your steeping time is up, remove the tea bag, okay? For y'all who lose tea bags, who are not upscale and don't use loose leaf tea. So my mother just told me that she was at a store and she saw a tea bag squeezer, and I'm here to tell you that is blasphemy. You are not to be squeezing your tea bags. I know what you're thinking, you want more flavor, but the flavor is directly related to how much tea you use and also steeping time, but mostly how much tea you use. If you want more flavor, you use more tea. When you let your tea bag sit, you're burning it. When you squeeze it, you're over concentrating it, and it don't taste the way it's supposed to taste. Follow these rules. I know what I'm talking about. I am a tea snob. Bacon. While I'm waiting on this water to come up to a boil, I'll show you what kind of tea we're making today. This is the Art of Tea Monk's Blend. Look at that round, green, apple, and caramel.
From the pristine gardens of a northern Indian monastery emerged this inspired blend of 3 select black teas. Speaks a dark caramel color infusion with crisp
notes of apple and a light malty finish. Let me tell you something. This is probably one of my favorite teas to drink. It is so good. So let's just wait for this water and we'll get to make it.
3-minute timer.
Okay, so seriously, I wanted to show y'all that I drink boxed tea too. So you're not necessarily raggedy if you drink boxed tea. Hey Siri, stop. All right, so that's our 3-minute timer. We done. Let's move all this out the way because I'm gonna show you how this works. For my situation here, we need to get this tea out of the water. Boom, just sit it on that and it's gonna strain it right. Look at that beautiful color. I'm gonna strain it right out of there. I'm gonna go over here to my tea snob mug and put the rest of it in there. Look at those beautiful leaves. All right. If you buy very high quality tea, you can reuse these leaves. This tea is good quality, but it's not that great of quality, so I cannot reuse these. You would definitely notice a difference in the taste if you reuse them. Bacon.
Rice done timer.
Hey Siri, stop. Okay, the rice is done. Let's see the reveal. Look at that rice. Ooh, and it smells so good. See how it's loose? See how it's loose? It ain't all sticking together. That little dark, that's where it's overcooked on the bottom. Sometimes that oil will do that on the bottom. I probably should have turned the temperature down a little bit more than I did. But see how overall it's just loose and loose? Oh, I love that. It's gonna taste so good. So this is my breakfast. I burned my bacon trying to film the rice. I really don't like my bacon that crispy. I like my bacon a little bit light skinned. I got one of these cancer apples. This is the Autumn Glory. I call them cancer apples because it's that designer fruit. This one's supposed to taste like apple cider with cinnamon and caramel, and it does. It's delicious. And if you want to know a secret,